Hey, what happened? How did you do that?
This is where the link originates.
Link?
The bond between your countess and her hosts. Part of her is trapped here. You must remove it.
Fine by me. In we go.
For the upteenth time, I have no money for your fund.
Show some pity. At least lend us a cigarette.
Ahem. I believe we got company.
Ah. Miss, could you perhaps spare a few dollars for the Joe Gould Fund?
No! Well, we have no choice. Talk to him.
Hello.
Hello. My name is Joseph Ferdinand Gould. I am graduate of Harvard magna cum difficultate and chairman of the board of Wheel and Woe Incorporated. In exchange for a drink, I'll recite a poem, deliver a lecture, argue a point, or take off my shoes and imitate a seagull. I prefer gin, but beer will do.
I've been hearing a lot about you lately.
My reputation precedes me.
Well, let's see here.
What are you doing here?
I don't quite know myself. We've all got to be someplace. As I understand it, I was mentally linked to my old friend, the Countess. I wish I'd known. It explains everything that my work was trying to prove.
His work.
Your work.
I have had many callings. I studied the seagulls of the world and learned their language. I spent months measuring the heads of 1,000 Chippewa Indians. But before I died, I was putting to paper the most important literary work known to man, the oral history of our time. It was a compilation of the conversations of the city, overheard in bars, subways, street corners, and diners. Put together and studied properly, it would have revolutionized everything.
Oh, yeah?
How would it have revolutionized everything?
We were all connected, every single one of us. But how? Think of the ramifications if we found out.
It sounds like quite an undertaking.
It was my life's work.
Oral history.
I'd like to read the oral history.
And I'd like you to, but I'm afraid it belongs to the ages now.
There was also the problem of it never existing in the first place.
Of course it existed, only not on paper. It was over 3 million words, 3 times the size of the Holy Bible. The work transcended mere parchment and ink.
What about those essays you published in the Dial?
A passing fancy, nothing more.
You wrote essays?
For the now-defunct Dial magazine. I still have the originals. Do you want to see?
We sure do.
I'd like to see that essay.
Here you go.
Thank you.
It appears to be an essay about insanity, but the handwriting is so awful I can barely make it out. Just as well. I don't have time to read all this stuff.
Don't say that out loud, but do take the paperclip.
I don't think he'll miss this.
Nice, and now we can just leave.
Here you go.
Always glad to share.
Now, if someone in the comments can actually type out that essay so it's readable, that would be amazing. Because I'm curious about what it even says, but I'm too lazy to try and read it. I will read it if you type it up in legible handwriting. Anyway!
Hello. You're Joseph Mitchell, aren't you?
I believe you have the better of me, Miss...
Blackwell. Rosangela Blackwell.
Blackwell, huh? I might have known.
Uh-huh.
You met my auntie.
Your auntie, yes. I do see a slight resemblance. I did warn her to leave well enough alone, but she was determined. Let's hope that you can do some good here.
Well, let's see here.
I studied some of your work in journalism school.
Now that's just foolish. I was a relic, even before I died. The city I wrote about has long since evolved and changed into something completely different. But that's New York City, isn't it? Wouldn't be New York if it stayed the same year to year.
I guess not.
I'm sorry you had to stop writing.
So am I. But what else could I do? Let innocent people die? No, I don't regret the choice I made. Not for one moment.
Why are you here?
What are you doing here?
We are echoes. Leftovers, if you will. We were linked to the Countess when we were alive. When we died, part of ourselves got trapped here.
So you're not a ghost?
Not fully. I'm not sure what I am. I remember living, I remember dying, but I don't feel like Joseph Mitchell. All I know is that when I thought of death, an eternity with Joe Gould was the last thing on my mind.
Did you know Charles Meltzer?
Yes, I did. He worked at the New Yorker back in the late 70s. He would come into my office and ask about the old days, and I was happy to tell him. I knew he would never cut it as a reporter, but he had a very keen, analytical mind. I almost forgot all about him, but it appeared a link formed between us, nonetheless. When I died, my connection to the Countess passed on to him.
I'm pretty sure he knows.
Charles Meltzer is using the Countess to kill people.
By accident?
No, on purpose. He sent her after me.
Now, that's a shame. I'm aware that through my actions I killed a few people, but I could forgive myself for it, since I was unaware of what I was doing. But many times I thought to myself, I have a weapon. It's untraceable. Nobody knows about it. I could use it, but I did not. I was tempted, but I did not. Not once. You have to stop, Charles. Break this link. Destroy this place. No more innocents should have to die.
And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Thanks for talking, Mr. Mitchell. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Miss Blackwell.
So let's go ahead and keep going through this place. But...
Locked.
Or is it? We can use the paperclip we got from Joe Gould. Get in.
Easy.
So
What's that noise?
I don't know. We'll put that away. If you remember that, we had to do that at the beginning of the game too.
That's weird. There's a strange glow coming from inside. Hello? Is someone in there?
She comes, she comes.
Are you the Countess?
Countess, one of our names. Yes. I no longer live, but part of me remains. Leave me.
I need to take you out of here.
No. Safe here. Warm here. I stay in warm places. Too cold out there.
Okay.
My hand goes right through it.
No. Too cold. I will survive here and save fire. Leave me.
Hint, 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 hint.
Well, see ya. I'm talking to an oven.
Yeah. Hello.
A sound idea. I'm sure it made more sense than most people I know. So this is the kitchen. Such a bare and emotionless place. Not even a bottle of ketchup.
Alrighty, let's talk to Joe now.
Mr. Gould,
He returns. Say, can you spare a few dollars for the Joe Gould Fund?
I'm afraid I'm a little short.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Let's see, let's talk about... We can't talk about what we want to talk about. So,
How did you know the Countess?
We met in a diner like this one. We'd often spend a week or two walking along the docks to discuss seagulls. She had many interesting theories on seagull linguistics. Then, one day, she disappeared. But a link had already formed between us. It's everything my oral history was trying to prove, that we were all linked.
she comes. Shut up.
Does something about that oven look strange to you?
Nothing about my life has ever made sense. Why should an oven be any different?
Alrighty.
The Countess is killing people.
Murder? No. No, I refuse to believe that. She couldn't hurt a fly.
Whatever.
Why is she called the Countess?
That's what she chooses to call herself. Far be it for me to tell her otherwise.
The name doesn't seem strange to you?
When you lived a life like mine, you take people at face value. Who cares about names? I once knew another fellow without a name. Called himself the Deacon.
Interesting.
The Deacon? You knew the Deacon.
Oh yes, he was this gloomy career drunk. One summer night while sitting in a doorway of the Bowery, he caught the scent of sulfur. He looked up and saw the devil himself standing over him. Since that night he believed he lost his soul. Not the most charitable drinking companion, if I may say so.
No, he wouldn't be.
You knew him?
Sort of.
Fancy that.
Small world.
I'll talk to you later.
Sure. Things to do, people to see, I understand.
We're gonna go outside and try and talk to Joseph Mitchell. And mainly to get away from that whispering. That was annoying.
Mr. Mitchell,
Yes.
Let's see here.
how do I break this link?
I wish I knew. I'm afraid all this is a bit beyond me.
Okay.
The oven in the kitchen is talking.
Is it now?
This doesn't surprise you.
Miss, look where we are. I stopped being surprised ages ago.
That's very fair.
Why did you write about Joe Gould?
He's a fascinating man. Intolerable company, but fascinating. He exemplified everything about New York at the time. Its artistic expression, its frustration, its joy and heartbreak. His oral history, or the idea of it, energized the work of dozens of writers and intellectuals. But the more I got to know him, the less I wanted to be around him.
Okay. I don't really want to talk about this, but it might help.
Did you ever read Joe Gould's oral history?
That, it never existed. Or if it did, Mr. Gould never shared it with anyone, which amounts to the same thing.
You know why I never wrote it down. People would have died.
You didn't stop telling people you were writing it, did you?
What could I say? The truth? They would have chucked me in a loony bin.
Okay, goodbye.
Thanks for talking, Mr. Mitchell.
Thank you, Miss Blackwell.
Let's go back in here and try talking about what I want to talk about again.
Mr. Gould,
She returns. Say,
I'm afraid I'm a little short.
fair enough.
No, we can't talk about it for some reason.
I'll
Goodbye.
talk to you later.
Sure.
Let me try something.
Hello?
That was quick, at least.
Are you the Countess?
Countess, I know, leave me.
Yep, I know
Who
that.
are you?
Part of a whole. Left behind. Safe here. Leave me.
There's something I'm trying to talk. I think I tried it all, but let's try this again.
I need to take you out of here.
No. Warm here. I stay in warm places. Too cold out there.
Okay.
Well, see,
Joe Gould again.
Mr. Gould,
She returns. Say,
I'm afraid I'm a little short.
fair enough.
Oh, let's just exhaust conversation.
I'd like to see that.
Never mind. Didn't want to do that one. Goodbye. Joe,
Mr. Gould,
she
She
returns.
returns. Say,
I'm afraid I'm a little short.
fair enough.
What's your connection to Joseph Mitchell?
Ah, Mitchell, my benefactor. He made me quite famous, you know. But my goodwill only extends so far.
Why's that?
A cigarette, he has them. He won't give me one.
Here we
It's
go.
demeaning to have to beg for one measly cigarette.
Cigarette.
You want a cigarette?
Yes, I want a cigarette. It's a disgrace that I should have to beg for one.
Okay,
I'll
well,
talk to you later.
Sure.
we're going to go ahead and talk to him now. Now that we're actually getting to where we need to go. Sometimes the conversation cues are weird in this game.
Mr. Mitchell,
Yes.
We want a cigarette.
why don't you give him a cigarette?
When you give that man a cigarette or a drink, he likes to talk. And the only subject Joe Gould likes to talk about, at length, is Joe Gould. And the only person for him to talk to is me. So, I do not give him a cigarette.
Well, I want one.
Gould has left the room.
I see. Thank you for that.
Have you reconsidered giving him a cigarette?
I suppose I have been a little hard on the man. Here, I don't smoke anymore anyway. Give him the whole pack.
Thank you. Now
Thanks for
goodbye.
talking, Mr. Mitchell. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Miss Blackwell.
Away! Oh, you're not moving. I looked down and I was assuming you'd move, but I didn't hear a door. Well, here's your cigarettes.
Joseph Mitchell wanted you to have this.
Ah, nice contribution to the Joe Gould Fund.
Cool. Now,
Mr. Gould,
She returns. Say,
I'm afraid I'm a little
we already
short.
gave you the
enough.
cigarettes, so...
Liking your cigarette?
it's delightful. Here, feel free to join me.
Thank you.
Thanks, but I don't smoke.
You might as well keep it. When a man is rich, he can afford to be generous.
You're not rich.
I'll talk to you later.
Sure.
But we can use this on the little mysterious oven.
Is this warm enough?
Warm. Safety. The flame will carry me. Thank you.
Oh.
That sounds ominous.
Very. What could be happening?
I can't explain it, but I have the feeling that my time in this place is ending.
I'm breaking the link. It'll all be over soon.
Over. Yes. I can't say that I ever understood any of this, but I do know one thing. Gould was right. We are connected. Every single person on the planet. It's a pattern so complex that we can't even begin to understand it. So don't try to understand it. Gould tried, and he lived a miserable life. Just live, and be happy in living. Anyhow, you best get gone. You got a job to finish.
Alrighty. We better get out of here too, because everything's collapsing, kinda. In a way.
This place is starting to fade.
That's good, right? Once this place is gone, the link is gone too. The killing will stop.
This means something to you, the killing.
She killed someone right in front of me. I want to stop that from happening again.
Imagine that. Genuine heart. Your predecessor was not graced with such compassion.
Predecessor? Do you mean Lauren? My Auntie Lauren?
We should not stay here. This place will soon cease to be. Come.
It's broken! The bond is broken! I'm free!
Way to go, Red.
My head. I understand everything.
Everything?
I hurt people.
Yes, that was you. But look, whatever happened, it's done. You can't do anything about it now. It's time for you to move on.
No, this should not have happened. He will not kill again.
Hey! It's about time you got back here. What did you guys do?
I did it, Joey. I broke the bond.
Yeah, you broke it all right, and our friend just blew.
She did not enter the white light?
No.
Oh, that is a problem. She has free will and is loose in the world. With the power she has, who knows what damage she can cause.
Great, just great. I don't know who you are, lady, and I don't care. But just leave the spook work to us, okay?
I have little choice in the matter. I am bound to this plane. What happens next is up to you.
Wait!
Let's get out of here.
Whoa, a little dizzy.
Careful, kid. You've never been under for that long.
At least I'm alive.
Yeah, everything's peachy.
Yeah.
There's a killer ghost on the loose, and it's our fault.
But we broke the link. She doesn't have to kill anymore.
You want to tell her that?
Who would she want to kill anyway?
I think she's going to kill Charlie Meltzer.
Oh, him. The guy who wants me dead.
Yeah, ironic as all get out. We'll sort it out later. Let's get going.
Can we just let her kill Charles and like go to a movie or something?
I'm ready if you are.
Yeah, let's blow this popsicle stand.
We have no choice. Let's just go. Alrighty, away! And we only have one choice.
The door's open. This can't be good.
Oh no. We're too late.
You stay back.
Paul, what happened?
Charles, something took him. I've never seen anything like it.
What happened?
The roof. She took him to the roof.
Let's go. There was a stairway down the hall.
Well, that was easy.
Did Charles really kill people?
Short answer, yes.
Yes. I'm sorry.
I didn't know. I swear, I didn't know.
Give me one reason why I should spare you.
Please, I'm not a killer. I had no idea you were real.
I am as real as death.
I thought it was just wishful thinking.
And just what are you wishing for now, false guide?
Hey!
Don't interfere. For over 50 years I've been a slave to false guides, but none have been more corrupt and pitiful than this one.
Haven't you killed enough?
I was just a tool. This man is the hand that wielded it. He used it against you. You want to spare his life? I have killed countless innocents and my hands are stained with their blood. If I must kill, let it be one who deserves it. False guide, it is time to reap what you sow.
No, please.
We could do nothing, or we could use the cigarette on the countess. Countess!
I think I found something
Can't
of
talk.
yours. What? What is that? It's a part of you, isn't it?
It was torn from me so long ago.
Here, take it.
I cannot. I am not the same person I once was.
Hey, we've all changed, and sometimes we just have to accept it. Now, why don't you take a hold of this and we can finish it?
You are the most guilty of all.
What?
What?
You know what you did.
Hey, get off! What are you talking about?
My death.
That was self-defense.
You must be held accountable.
Now you've done it. You might have had it bad before, but now you're on my turf.
Something is different about you. You're wrong. Everything about you is wrong.
You don't know the half of it.
Go Sprawl! Well, let's take the tie. And if you do this in one try, you get an achievement. So I'm gonna make sure you do this right. So you pick up the tie and use it on count. Oh, arm! I missed. Hang on. She will reach up. Hang on. Let's wait for it. Come on. There you go. Go for it.
Oof! Gotcha. Joey, not working.
Of course it's not. She's too strong for you. What do you think you're doing?
Trying to save your butt.
Well, now we gotta switch to Joey and click on the Countess.
Get away from her! No, that's not what I meant to happen. Wake up, Red. Damn it, wake up!
This place. The light. I remember.
Just head towards it.
I went through once, and I was dragged back. It hurt. It hurt so much.
The link brought you back, but it's gone now. You understand? You're free. You don't have to hurt anyone anymore.
My mind is so broken. But here, everything is so clear. That man, Meltzer, he lives?
Yes, we stopped you before you could kill him.
Is that justice? I wonder. He is a murderer. He will find ways to kill again. But you are right. It is no longer my concern.
What do you mean?
Live your life. Help the lost spirits of the world. Let nothing deter you. This work is more important than you will ever know. Goodbye, and good luck.
Wake up, will ya? Wake up! I'm not spending 20 years over another hospital bed. I'm not. Get up or I'll kill you, you hear? Thank God. You okay?
Fine. She's gone.
Gone? You sure?
Yeah, she went through the light. She's gone.
Good. Then I just got one question for you. What the hell were you thinking? I thought you were... Never mind what I thought. That was really stupid.
Yeah, stupid. I only saved your life.
I don't have a life to save. You only risked your own.
Joey, I'm soaking wet. And Charles needs an ambulance. If I'm getting a lecture, I'll listen to it at home.
This isn't over. No, this is crazy.
It's the only way.
Why change what isn't broken?
But it is. We can't keep blundering around like we have.
We stopped a killer ghost today. I wouldn't call that blundering.
It was pure luck. We just happened to run into her while doing something else.
So?
So think of what we could accomplish if people knew about us. People should seek us out, not the other way around.
What do you want to do? Put up a billboard in Times Square?
No. We've got a special place nowadays. A place where you can talk about all sorts of crazy things and it's accepted as normal.
What's that?
The internet.
What, that computer box? No way.
Look, I've trusted you so far, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Then trust me. Just this once.
If we end up in a padded room, I'm going to make your life a living hell. You know that.
Sure. Come on, pull up a chair. I'll show you what I have in mind.
And that was the Blackwell Convergence. Third game of the Blackwell series, over. And normally I'd be talking about my opinions right here, but we actually have a song that's the best part of this entire game, and I'm gonna let you listen.
Falling away from the world that I've known, keeping me safe here and calling it home. I cry to heaven, die each day I am alone. What do
softer the cages, the harder to feel. The deeper the well goes, the harder to heal. I cried to heaven, I ran away. I tried to hope through. I die each day. I kept on Monday, my ending sky sinking to my never. I look into the night starlight, and I can see into forever. Into I cried to heaven, fly away. I tried to pull through. I die each day. I come sinking to my never. I look into the night starlight, I can see into forever. The moon made my ending sky sinking to my never. And I look into the night starlight, I can see into forever. Into forever.
And if memory serves, it's actually a preview of the next game right after this logo decides to disappear.
The link is gone, but I still remain. How long have I been here, trapped between worlds? The others could not help me. Perhaps this new one will. She is just beginning to come into her power. I just hope she is strong enough when the time comes.
And that's it. Yeah, you can see the top right-hand corner of my desktop, I guess. That's cool. Alrighty, so that was it for Blackwell Convergence. Thank you so much for watching my Let's Play on it. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like and a comment and subscribe for more. And I'll see you next time.